Hello my lovely bells and welcome back to my channel. So last time I ate a strawberry shortcake and I told you I was going to either probably eat a tres leches, a tiramisu, or maybe some Krispy Kreme donuts. But as you can tell by the title of the video, I chose a tiramisu. And I'm really glad I did because I've been really craving some mascarpone. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Me and my manager at my job today, I was like, is it mascarpone? And then we both started busting out laughing because that's clearly not correct. Anyways, so let me show you the tiramisu real quick. This is the tiramisu. It's, if you're from the South like I am, you recognize it as a Publix tiramisu, and what can I say? They make a really good tiramisu. And accompanying this lovely cake is some chocolate mint tea this time, and a cup of coffee. Let me try a little sip. And yes, I am using a Christmas cup. One of the attorneys I work with, I'm a receptionist for a law office. One of the attorneys I work with, his wife apparently was given that cup and she didn't want it, so he offered it to me. And I'm really happy because I love cups, I love mugs. They're just so fun. And you can never have too many. I mean, you can, of course. Like I did know someone who had like 100 mugs, but we'll talk about that. I am going to dig into this, but first I'm going to I got some whipped cream on my finger. It's been a very long time since I've had tiramisu. The mascarpone tastes very reminiscent of like a cream cheese frosting, but without all of the sugar or the excessive amount, which is really lovely. Tiramisu alongside my first video's dessert, which was strawberry shortcake, is one of my top tier. And of course, the tea is amazing too. Today, it's funny I'm eating tiramisu because I went to Starbucks. And I tried a cafe bistro. I believe that's how you pronounce it, but I could be wrong. Starbucks is something that I'm a little new to, and I actually don't really like Starbucks. I think their coffee is pretty good. I just don't think it tastes good. But I was excited for the cafe bistro because it's supposed to be 1 part coffee, 1 part steamed milk. And I like coffee, and I love steamed milk. So I was thinking with such a nice ratio, it would taste pretty good. So I got it like with a caramel syrup in it, because you'll quickly learn I love my drinks sweet. And I got it because for Christmas, my eldest sister got me a gift certificate to Starbucks. Otherwise, I would not spend money at Starbucks. And I was like, well, might as well try it. And I was disappointed. That's how it is. But this is making up for it. And as you can see, I remembered to put my hair up this time. So my hair's not going to get into the food, hopefully. Although I have these, you're probably like, this is counterproductive. But I look whack without it, so. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. But on the topic of Starbucks, I do think the refreshers are quite nice. So with the rest of the money on my gift card, I'm probably going to do that. And they do also have like good food, which is funny because they don't make their food in-house. And so yeah, Starbucks' best items are not even coffee, and they don't even make it themselves. What I actually do like. Their coffee cake, though, if you've never had it. You totally should. And I actually might buy some coffee cakes and eat them soon. I love coffee cake. I'm going to try just one of these layers. We're going to go with the whipped cream. And tiramisu, if you've never had it before, you are missing out, for one. But traditionally, although maybe I should slow down a bit, traditionally is, for someone who's like an expert in it, I just know that usually there's supposed to be a layer of lady fingers, which I'm guessing the bottom imitates like a cake, and it's soaked in espresso or coffee. And usually some recipes call for a rum, because I wanted to make some myself. And it called for like rum, and at the time I wasn't 21 yet, so I was like, drats, I can't make it like the way the recipe calls. And it of course calls for a layer of mascarpone, which is like a cheese. And then the top is, I don't know if it's supposed to be whipped cream. I know Publix does like a Cool Whip type topping. And then it's coated and dusted in cocoa powder. I haven't had a cannoli in a long time, but I would have to say this is probably infinitely better than a cannoli. Whenever I see a cannoli, I never am really like, I want that cannoli. I always reach for something else, and that something else today was the tiramisu. I wonder who has the best tiramisu though. I know Olive Garden has one, But one of my coworkers was like, oh, when I was looking at the menu today when I was at work, I had a little bit of downtime. And I was looking at the menu. The tiramisu looked not that great. Like, it did not look great. Not as good as this one. And he was like, why are you even looking at Olive Garden? Olive Garden's bad. And I was like, okay. I know. I'm just hungry. I'm just looking at it. I'm getting myself ready for the tiramisu I'm going to be having. Look at those layers. The only downside to Publix's tiramisu is, man, it is expensive. Guess how much this was? No, okay, before you guess, don't go crazy and be like $30, because that's, I mean, considering, ask yourself, how much would you pay for a small dessert like this from a grocery store? And if that answer was anything less than $7.29, you're out of luck, because this was $7.29. And part of the reason I actually looked up Olive Garden's menu was because I was curious how much they charge for their tiramisu. Like, how much does a restaurant charge for like a dessert where you're getting served, you're in a nice environment. And it was only like $9 for their tiramisu. And I was like, only $9 compared, like, so it's only $2 more to go to a restaurant and get it? But nothing comes quite as close to like Publix's tiramisu. Although I assume a local cafe might give them a run for their money. But I don't know any local cafes that serve tiramisu. I'm gonna try a sip of my coffee real quick. Probably gonna have a couple more bites of this, and then I might call it an end for this video, because I might save the rest for tomorrow. All the layers just go so well together. Coffee is an excellent pairing with desserts because it helps prevent your palate from getting fatigued from all the sugar, and it helps you keep eating sugar. So putting coffee into a dessert is genius in my eyes, because it's just, you basically engineered a dessert to just be continuously eaten. One more and then I'm done. This is gonna be my final bite. Ooh, self-control. It was never my strong suit, but I'm going to be strong. Or we're going to put that off to the side. Because if I eat too much sugar, I'll be all sugared out. And I almost hit that wall yesterday. But thankfully, when I was at the store, I looked at that tiramisu and I was like, I'm not all sugared out. And so here we are. I think I'm gonna plan on posting a video either once a week or once every other week. We'll see though. I'm taking it pretty easy this semester, so hopefully I'll be able to keep a pretty consistent pace, and I want to make sure that I make time for the things I enjoy doing, and this is definitely one of them. And as before, this is also the chocolate mint tea by Harney and Sons. I like this tea, I would have to say, quite a bit less than their chocolate tea, but it's still pretty good, and I want to make sure that I drink it. So that's it for today's video. If you guys liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And of course, leave comments telling what you liked, what you didn't like, what you would like to see next, what you thought. Maybe you don't like Starbucks, maybe you do like Starbucks. I know a lot of people are really for it, a lot of people are really against it. There's not really an in-between. I'm kind of meh on it. I wish their coffee tasted better, and I keep trying it, and it just doesn't. But anyways, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, my lovely bells. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.